Hey, happy Thursday night, everyone. Welcome to the Sam Livecast. I have a leaky faucet. I have a dishwasher that only puts out an F1 error, and my ice maker's fucked.
Oh, jeez.
Why does it when it rains it pours? All three things.
That's
all
true.
at the same
It's
time.
all, like your car's like that too. When you like bust, like a radiator
God.
cap, then like all your hoses and your belts, and then your brakes
Everything
go.
starts to go.
somehow.
Do you know about cars also? You do, don't you?
No,
you're,
I'm
you're
not
into
that good at
cars.
cars.
No, but listen
He's
to those
into
things.
cars.
He knows more than I do. Did you hear that?
We
All
don't.
those- all those fancy
We
words.
don't know about cars.
Our people don't.
Well, I was going to say no. So I think some of our people do, in general. But I think in this family, the men don't really.
We did have one
know.
amazing
Anything.
moment, though. Do you remember? We were driving down to the Padre game. And we're on the
that's right.
freeway. We're on the freeway,
Right.
about
Freeway.
15 minutes away from the stadium. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden, the back right tire on my dad's car pops. Just
Blew a tire.
completely blows. And
In the dark.
Yeah, in the dark. So we have to pull over to the side. And we're thinking, like, what the hell are we going to do? I mean, we don't know how to... we basically know how to change tires. But, I mean, it's not like
Well, it's
we're
not like
talented
if
and
you,
know really...
Here's, you know what's interesting? If you're a parent with a driving age child that's never changed a tire, you should teach them how to change a tire.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's bound to happen unless the parents are buying the children $80,000 cars that have those run flat tires.
Those are awesome, by the way.
Which probably shouldn't be happening for 16-year-olds.
Yeah.
So it's going to happen. They need to know how to do it. And if you don't jack a car right, you'll ruin it.
Oh, yeah, you can seriously mess your
You
car
can
up.
seriously mess it.
My
I-
dad
I've
not
done
only
that
taught
before.
Me how to change a tire, but we also had to change our own oil. Like he taught us how to
Oh,
do all
wow.
that stuff too.
On the
Not on the farm.
on the farm, what do they what do they call those things? A tractor. You had to change
We
a
didn't
tractor
have
tire.
We didn't have a tractor.
Well,
On the cornfield?
Shannon, I probably could have used my dad to teach me how to do that also, because I went so long on my first car without having the oil changed
oh
that
Jeez.
no!
I broke down and my engine basically fell out of my car.
Right. By the way, just because I'm saying you should teach your children how to change a tire and teach them about cars like changing oil and stuff, doesn't mean I actually did that. I
Yeah,
didn't.
exactly.
As my father would say, don't do as I do as I say.
Anyway, well, to finish the story, we were driving down the freeway, the tire pops, we pull off to the side, and I swear to God, the two of us, we jumped out like we were in a pit crew.
It was actually
And
pit crew.
we-
Jewish
we-
pit crew.
Jewish pit crew. 2-3 minutes, tire changed, back
Back
on
in
the
the
road.
car.
on
Everybody
the,
was
on the way
very
to the stadium.
impressed.
Perfect. And literally, yeah, the girls in the car were like, what just happened?
How about this? Do you remember this? You and me.
You're talking to me?
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
you and I. Which is this? You and I?
You and I.
You and I were coming back from Palm Springs. And there's a little narrow pass
Oh,
through the
man.
mountains.
Yeah. Oh.
Uh,
For those that don't know, Palm Springs is just in the desert right outside of Southern California.
It's an hour. It's a couple hours from here.
Yep.
But there's this very small, a 10-minute little mountain range that you have to go through. But because it's a little mountain range, the lanes are, I guess the lanes are regulation size, but the shoulder is very tiny,
Almost non-existent.
almost non-existent.
Yeah.
And at night, coming back from Palm Springs, we blew a tire.
oh wow! Right.
Same thing. I had to
Jeez.
get out, and I don't have a lot of shoulder, and it's pitch dark. There's not a street light anywhere. And I got out swearing, opened the trunk, standing there trying to figure out what to do. Just then, California Highway Patrol car pulls up behind me.
Thank
The
God.
cop. He changed the tire for me.
Oh, nice.
And
Yeah.
he had his
He
he had
pulled
his
up-
lights on so you could see what he was doing.
He pulled
and
up
had
behind us, yeah.
flashlights and and it was then suddenly safe.
And there were cars whipping past us
Whipping
the whole
past. I
time.
didn't like that.
Hey, in case you're wondering, Facebook.com/Sam the Cooking Guy. That's where we've got everybody interacting with the crew and answering questions and doing the thing tonight. So,
I'm making tomato beef chow mein tonight.
hell yeah, we
Tomato
are.
beef chow mein, one of my favorite things growing up.
Yeah.
I have a little bit maybe easier version of it.
It's very Asian of you, Sam.
It's very Asian of me. Thank you.
I guess you could say it's an easier version when it includes ramen noodles.
It includes ramen noodles, yeah. And I'm using a sauce as opposed to, making like a little slurry with cornstarch and soy and sesame oil and junk like that. It's an easy version that is super damn great.
You
Super
know,
damn great.
Julie and I actually today were watching Bourdain in Singapore, I think it was. And we saw all these amazing
It's
noodles.
fascinating, yeah.
Noodles.
Yeah.
We don't do enough
Singapore.
noodles.
You been
Just
to
so
Singapore?
simple. I mean, they
Anybody
just-
in here?
I wish.
Lynn,
No,
no?
I wish
I had
not.
heard that they have the world's nicest airport.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
I want to go just to see that.
No,
actually.
but so what Bourdain was saying is that the food culture is so intense there, and it's
Yep.
so prominent because that's the only form of culture that they have. They don't. There's not much
There's
of
nothing
a
else?
shared history
Wow.
because it's such a melting pot.
That's interesting.
You know, it's
That's
a
interesting.
modern
Yeah,
city.
yeah, yeah.
It's a new age international city.
Speaking of melting pot, I made gravy today. I don't know what it was. Zach wanted breakfast, and I opened up the fridge, and there was those chicken tenders that Mom bought him yesterday
Oh yeah.
that he didn't eat all of, and he brought them down last night after the live cast, and he didn't eat 2 big ones. And I remember you saying, "Damn, I wish Zach didn't take all the
Yeah.
chicken tender." Anyway, so there's big, beautiful like chicken tenders. So I instantly my mind went, "Oh shit, chicken and waffles! What a
Ooh.
great thing to make,
What?
right?"
Yes.
Have you ever made chicken waffles once in your life?
No, I haven't. But we don't have a waffle maker.
That's why I love you. That you've never made it in your life, but
No.
you got it in your head, and you're like, I'm.
I
Gonna
got
do
in my
it.
head that I wanted to make it, but I didn't have a waffle maker.
Be like him, people. Take
So
chances.
I opted to make pancakes instead. I thought it was still fairly close, and it was the best that I could do. So I made pancakes. I made fried eggs. I had the chicken, this crispy chicken, but I needed gravy for it. And I opened a cupboard. I always keep a jar of chicken gravy and beef gravy just for these kind of emergencies. And I didn't have any. What I had, though, was chicken broth. So I started heating the chicken broth. Then I took a little bowl, put hot water in it, and flour, and got it completely smooth, right? And then slowly added the flour to the simmering chicken broth,
No
and
way.
seasoned it with salt, pepper, some Worcestershire, and a little balsamic vinegar.
Wow.
Wow.
And I'm telling you, here it is.
That's
It looks like gravy. It tastes like gravy, and it was freaking amazing.
all you need is flour, moisture, and something else to make gravy.
It was
basically.
freaking amazing on the chicken. I'm telling you, it was a great breakfast with the eggs and the gravy and the chicken and the pancakes and stuff like that. But here's my thing: is I have some just cooked chicken in there in one of these things. Mm-hmm. So later this afternoon, I take a piece of chicken and I dip it in here and I take a bite of it, and it's really delicious, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, wait a second. Is gravy like horrible for you? And what is the horrible part? Is it the flour? Is that what's so bad? Does anybody
I'd
know?
assume that it's like the
because
grease.
because what else could it be? There's
it's
no
the grease and
It
fat.
wasn't
No,
made with any
no,
grease.
not that gravy
So
specifically.
is
but normally,
this gravy okay? Could I just like drink this
I'd assume.
and I would be okay?
Everything in moderation, sir.
yeah.
No.
But tell me if I'm wrong, people on Facebook. But what's bad for you about gravy is the fact that it's made from the drippings and grease and fat from like the excess.
That's
of
probably what it is.
Okay.
So apart from the flour, which is white processed, I could have used something else. I think it's okay.
I think it's okay.
You know what I also have in there? I have a big can of those Grand's biscuits.
Oh.
Now I'm thinking OS.
How did? Oh,
Now I can make the Grand's biscuits,
Biscuits and gravy.
biscuits and gravy, right? And then with this
Guess
and
who-
eggs. Oh my God.
guess who
I'll be
made
so happy.
chorizo biscuits and gravy last night?
You did.
Me and Jilly.
Yeah.
So
good.
good.
And you use
Amazing.
the soy riso
We do,
that you're a
because-
huge fan of.
It's so good.
It's very good.
You heat up a little milk.
yeah.
You know what? If you had heated up milk rather than water when you made that, I mean, it would have been.
Well,
even
it was
better.
just a little bit.
Would have been a little creamier.
It's just a little bit.
right?
Yeah, yeah. I actually poured a little bit of milk in here too.
Oh,
You know, the color at first, I first used the balsamic vinegar because it was too beige.
Mm-hmm.
It was like paint, like beige paint. It didn't look good. I want it to be a little darker. My mom used to have this thing called Kitchen Bouquet. Anybody know it? Or I think it's. See if you can find it. They still make it. It's kind of like a seasoning liquid for gravy. It gives it a little extra flavor, but it also, because it's dark like Worcestershire.
Found it at Walmart.
There you go, Kitchen Bouquet, browning and seasoning sauce. My mom would put that in her gravy to bring the color out and add some flavor to it.
Interesting.
That's why I went to the balsamic first, and then I wanted a little more. And I didn't want to keep that in balsamic. I didn't want it to get too sweet. So then I grabbed the Worcestershire. In my mind, I said, I've got Kitchen Bouquet in my fridge, and that's from years of seeing it in my mom's fridge at home.
So you just thought you had.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It was. You know how people they lose a limb, and they still feel like their hand.
Yeah.
It's like the phantom limb. I had phantom kitchen bouquet.
That's the oddest
going on in my
analogy
head.
ever.
Like what?
That's like the oddest analogy ever, man.
Pretty much what it was. I go to the supermarket today.
Hey, wait, sorry.
Yeah.
Really quick, I just
Yeah.
want to hop over to Facebook because
Yeah. Somebody
Terry
has an answer?
Terry Bannister had a question
Yes.
for us.
Yes.
And I think that
We can
you
answer
can help her answer. It was just up there, Lynn.
Okay.
Question: I have a yogurt single serving in the fridge that expired on 12/22. Would you toss or eat?
Well, isn't yogurt already bad? I mean, it's made
No,
from bacteria,
no,
right?
it's not bad. It's not
You know what I
spoiled.
mean.
What do you mean it's
No,
made from bacteria?
It's inoculated with like
Bacteria.
yeah, like certain
hell?
little yeasties.
Why?
It's like when cheese gets mold on it. Isn't that just
No.
no?
It's
Yogurt
a
can go
culture.
bad.
It's like
12/22
I'd say no.
is 10 days away.
I don't think it's
We're
bad.
10, 11
But-
days away. I would open it and smell it, but it's already.
I used an egg last night that was like basically from the same date expired.
But your lawyers would advise you to say that toss it.
They would.
My lawyers would say toss it.
Yeah.
Toss it.
Terry says she wants to toss it, but the boyfriend says it's fine.
Well, let the
Besides
boyfriend eat it.
Chobani
If he
yogurts.
pukes in the night, then you'll know.
Wow. 10 for $10. That's
Besides,
good. The Greek
Chobani
yogurts.
yogurts are on sale. Oh God, 10
That's
for
a
how much?
great deal.
10 for
10 for
10.
10.
That's a good deal. I will
Yogurts
go
are
buy
normally
some.
pricey,
I love
yeah.
Chobani yogurt.
Oh,
it's really
so does
good.
Mom.
I need to be eating more of it. That Chobani yogurt with some granola in the morning is super good.
Chobani, you listening? We need a sponsor.
You
Bring
know
it
what I
on.
saw? You know what I saw on the Today Show yesterday? The guy that does Eat This Not That. Have you seen those books?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And he breaks down restaurant meals. If you go to McDonald's, if you go to whatever, IHOP, instead of ordering this for 2,025 calories and 100 grams of fat, order this. It's pretty close, and it's a third of all the badness that this thing was, right? His name is David Sinzenko. He's a cool guy. I like watching his stuff. He came out with a new book called The 8-Hour Diet. And the 8-hour diet is basically this. Whatever you eat, whatever you consume food-wise in a day, from when you start eating in the morning to when you stop eating, it has to be 8 hours.
I've heard of this diet.
Stop eating at the end of 8 hours, right? That's not it. Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
It is. Your
8-hour
8-hour
diet. There you
Try
go.
the 8-hour diet.
There you go.
That's impossible because you eat breakfast and you have an 8-hour work day and then you eat dinner. So
No, you have to fit
I
that
think
in
that's-
somehow.
That's the point.
So here's the problem. I did that yesterday, and I ran out of my food clock at 6:30 after the live cast that I stretched a little bit so I could have some of the onion pie, the onion tomato pie, which, by the way, was so dank.
Really good.
Oh,
And
that's
good.
why you were saying yesterday that you couldn't eat after 6:30.
My window of eating
There
time
you
was
go.
closing.
Okay, so you're back on the diet, fatty.
Well, no, it's not really, because here's the thing.
Aw.
Here's
I'm
the
just
thing.
kidding.
He had all this food laid out, and it looked like this. It's like yogurt and fruit for breakfast. Lunch was 2 giant pieces of pizza and some salad. He goes, "You want to have a third piece of pizza? Have the third piece of pizza." There was a late afternoon snack of like a brownie and some ice cream or yogurt or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Dinner was a ribeye steak. And let's note, ribeye is probably the fattiest cut, right?
Yeah.
Of the regular cuts, ribeye is the fat boy. A big ribeye steak, big potato wedges, and salad. He goes, "You want more wedges? Have more wedges. You want another ribeye? Have another ribeye." But when that 8-hour window shuts, you stop eating. I was fucking starving when I woke up this morning, usually because I snacked through the night. And today I didn't. Yesterday I didn't.
You are when you eat.
But here's the problem. I woke up starving and I'm like this. It's 7:30 and I go, "I'll have some breakfast." Well, shit. 7:30 means 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30. 3:30 is my final food for the day. I can't do that. I can't possibly do that.
That is really tough.
So I waited till 11:30 to eat. And if my math is right, I've got till 7:30. Is that right? 11:30,
Yes,
12:30,
11:30 to
1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30,
Yep.
6:30, 7:30. 7:30 I shut her down.
Hey, we got a video from the 8-hour diet if you want to look at it.
Let's look at it. Wait, what's it on?
Yeah, my name is Billy Long. I'm the congressman from the 7th District of Missouri. And being a congressman, you have to fly back and forth every single week to Washington. Usually go out on Monday, come
tell
back
me
on
he lost
Friday.
weight?
I don't
And
know.
being in
We're gonna
Springfield,
see.
Missouri, usually it's on one of the smaller commuter jets.
It's got a nice
So
office.
I've noticed over
is
the
nice.
years, getting in, getting out of planes, getting
All right,
up
get
out of
into
this
it,
chair I'm
fatty.
sitting
Come
in
on.
right now,
Hurry up.
become more and more problematic.
dude.
My move is I got to go back here against the thing, and then
Go
put
to Starbucks. He can't get out of his chair. I hope this is before the 8-hour
I
diet.
decided to start this 8-hour diet plan.
Oh, here we go.
There we go. You ready?
Maybe I can just be a little bit of an example and show people that even at 57 years old, for a guy that's in poor shape, to get on
He's
this
4 years
8-hour
older than me.
program and really make a big, big difference
That's
in their life.
it?
What do you eat during from 8 to
Anything you
He
want.
looks like he's 30 years old.
Can you fast forward? Can we
Yeah.
see? He is. He looks like my dad,
He
right?
looks
A bunch
like
of
he-
prepackaged food that you rip.
Here we go. We're going to get to the end of this.
I just
There's broad.
the
There's
8-hour
no
diet,
after.
so I'm excited. I want you folks
Oh, there
to
is
be
no
excited
after?
with me and come back and check back in.
Oh,
and check
okay.
out
This
the
is like
product
the pre
and
one.
See if I really
We got
am this
Duke.
good.
There's
Jeez,
no
dude,
after.
you just tease the hell out
I
of
know.
this.
I'm sorry. So
And we don't get to see
Whoa,
him
whoa,
skinny.
Wait.
Oh.
Come back.
Oh, he
Hang on.
looks pretty good there. Oh, we lost it though.
Look.
So far, 18
Oh.
pounds.
Well, how long? How long was that?
I don't know. I think they're gonna keep going with this one. I think it's kind of cool that they have an in progress one.
Hey, you know
That
what
is cool.
was on TV this morning? I think it was a Weight Watchers commercial.
Yeah.
It was a Weight Watchers. And it was a woman who'd lost a lot of weight having a conversation with her fat self.
Whoa.
Sorry, politically incorrect. With her former heavier self. And so they obviously shot it. She's on this side of the room having the conversation this way when she was big, saying, I know, I wish I was not like blah, blah, blah. And then they shot it, I don't know how many months later, her now on this side, same kitchen, and they put the two shots together. Really cool. It's kind of cool. She's
That
having a
sounds really
conversation
creative.
with
I like
herself.
that, yeah.
I liked it too. It was very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know if I can do this diet ever. I have way too weird of a schedule.
Me
Yeah.
too. I really enjoy eating late, and I know that's bad because you just eat and then you get in bed. But I don't know why. I like late night
Here's the deal.
snacks.
Here's what
My
he
little brother
said.
loves 2D. That's what he calls
Second dinner. Here's the deal. He basically said, it doesn't matter how late you push it. Just when it stops, you stop. That's it. It's that simple. So think about it. If you eat till 11 o'clock at night, 8 hours before that, whatever you started, if you wake up the next morning and you want to start eating again, you just got a very long time to go.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would do that.
So how long
So
are you
I
going to
tried
be?
to push it.
So how long are you going to be doing this diet? You think?
It's not really. I don't even think it's really a diet. I think it's more.
How
I
long are
know.
you
I
gonna
know
be
what
following
they call
that type
it.
of that guideline.
That's
Is that
eating
your new
regimen?
thing?
I don't know.
Yeah. Is that
Now
your
the
thing?
problem is I'm going to Las Vegas next week to work.
Oh, yeah.
And how is
Yeah,
that
you're
going to
gonna
work
go do
out?
that.
I'm
So
going to be
wait.
screwed.
Just to clarify,
Yeah.
it says you can eat whatever, just as
Pretty
long
much.
as
He
you
goes,
follow-
look,
That's
it's not-
the
it's
one
not-
guideline is the 8 hours.
It's not a license to eat everything that you see.
Of course not. Yes.
'Cause you still have to be.
Mm-hmm.
And on this table of the food that he was talking about,
Yeah.
one of the things that was there was a pair of running shoes, tennis shoes.
Oh, so he's saying,
He's saying you still have to exercise,
of course.
right?
Yeah.
But everybody should be doing that.
Yeah, they should.
But when I went to the doctor for my still sore, newly stitched and unstitched finger, my blood pressure was a little high, and they said you should probably go. It's not really high, but definitely you should go have a conversation with your doctor about it. So I've not been eating really healthy. The month of Christmas, food and gloves off eating has just ended. So
has,
hopefully
yes.
I'll try and be a little bit. And I have to say my alcohol intake has been bad. And
Alcohol's got a lot of booze in it. I don't think people realize that.
Alcohol's got a lot of booze in it.
Sorry. Alcohol has a lot of calories in it.
that's right. That's why my brother, who's no longer alive, not because of this, but for other similarly related reasons, said he went to his doctor once and he said, I'm going to go on a booze diet. And the doctor said, that's stupid. And he goes, okay, so whatever this stupid conversation my brother was having with the doctor ended apparently with the doctor saying, okay, so if you're going to drink alcohol and want to be conscious about the calories, drink clear alcohol, like vodka. like gin because it has less sugars in it. The color is in some alcohol is just more sugar that's in it, right?
Yeah, like syrup or
I've
something.
heard
Syrup,
that,
that,
yeah.
kind of stuff. So
Southern
if you're,
Comfort.
if you're gonna drink, you should probably drink vodka.
Yeah.
I mean, even rum has sugar in it, right?
Talking about calories, now that California requires restaurants to list the calories, has that changed your how you eat? Because I know it has for me.
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen those yet. That's fast
have
food.
it?
Where's that?
No,
it's in
so a lot
restaurants,
of
too.
restaurants print them
Like
on their
real
menus.
restaurants?
Yeah.
Yes.
I haven't seen.
Like
I don't.
Starbucks has it up on their drinks.
Oh, yeah, I have
everywhere
seen
you
Wait,
go,
okay, wait a second. Are you saying every restaurant's going to have to?
They have, yeah.
I
I
think
don't
they
know
ha-
if they're small enough. Maybe they might have a loophole where they can't.
Yeah.
But like we went
Like,
to
is
BJ's.
Urban Solace going to have that, Len?
I don't know a lot of it. Maybe someone on the Livecast Nation will know, but I do know that a lot of people in California have been doing it, and especially if you go to like Chili's and Applebee's.
See, I think places like that I can see. Would it affect me? I think it would a little bit. I wouldn't want to. I don't want to see it, actually.
Yeah.
I don't want to. If I went to a place like Chili's, yes. But if I go to a better, less not a chain restaurant, I don't want to see it.
Let's put it this way. I went to
Just let me go out and eat my food and not have to
feel
be
guilty.
fucking schooled while I'm sitting there and feel bad. Oh, I really wanted to have that chicken thing with the cheese, whatever, but now I'm just going to
Yeah.
eat this salad because I feel guilty. I don't want that. I'll just stop eating out if that happens.
I think well, at least I'm always surprised at how many calories are in certain foods that I used to eat a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That's
you
true.
get surprised like, wow, I've been coming to the same restaurant eating the same dish, and then they put the calories on. I was like, wow, 1,600 calories every sitting.
Hey, I have a really quick question about the 8-hour diet before we get off of
Yeah.
it. JD has a good point. She says, so for 16 hours you don't eat.
Yeah.
You work for 8 hours, sleep for 8 hours, eat for 8 hours.
Well, so that's why I slid my start time today to 11:30.
It's crazy. I mean, 16 hours out of 24 in a day without eating is a lot, it seems to me.
No, well, if you sleep for 8 hours, that's a lot. So basically, you're consciously just not
Yeah, but
eating for 8 hours.
but when you wake up, you're still hungry.
Yes, I was very hungry.
Oh, I'm
you
sure.
Basically, you have to decide if you're going to wake up hungry or go to bed hungry.
I'll tell you something.
That's yeah.
That's well.
Yeah,
I
you
sort of
can
had a
either
happy.
wake up-
Yeah, I don't think I was too hungry last
You
night.
can put your block at the beginning of the day, and then you'll be hungry later, or
But-
you can
right.
put your block at the end of the
and
day.
that's why
you'll
I
be
slid it
hungry
to
early.
kind of the middle as much as I could.
But then you're hungry on
But
both
here's what's
ends.
interesting. I woke up this morning hungry,
Yeah.
which is far more preferable than waking up for me full. And there's times when I wake up that I've pigged late at night and eaten a bunch of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wake up in the morning and I feel bloated and
Oh,
not good
totally.
about myself. Waking up this morning hungry was a mental treat for me.
Mm-hmm.
A mental treat. Hey, look at this picture on my computer. You know what this is?
That's a sweet picture.
This is the soup aisle at the supermarket today. More than half of that side, and it's a big supermarket and big aisles, is soup.
That is.
It was
yeah.
unbelievable. I started thinking I'll count this, and then I just gave up.
I don't even know how you could.
It's unbelievable. Well, it's pretty well organized, but
yeah.
it's unbelievable. And now, look, in this whole section here, these are all these new soup in boxes. Apparently, soup in a can, like down here, doesn't count anymore. Now it's got to come in a fucking box. And these ones right here, those are the Soup Man. Remember the Soup Nazi?
Yeah.
That is derived from an actual soup seller guy in New York
Really?
that had a place called the Soup Man. He even looks like the guy on the TV show. I don't know, in the soup aisle. And there has to be more of that in the store than anything else. I was blown away. Look at it all. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's nutty.
Everybody's got soup.
I do like that picture though.
That's
I
good.
know.
That, by the way,
panorama
there's
on
the
the
panorama
iPhones are
app on
great.
the iPhone.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, that's good. So I'm also at the supermarket today.
Yeah.
I get my stuff. I start walking out. Just come in. I start walking over to pay for my stuff. Self checkout. I prefer that. Just I'm getting near that part of the store. In walks a guy that I know from years ago that I see every so often. Hey Sam. I go, hey Steve, how are you? He puts out his hand. Second I start shaking his hand, I go, how you been? We still have our hands locked. He goes, "Oh, I just got back from Mammoth. Both the kids are sick." I don't think I have it.
Oh no.
It's terrible.
Just like that, I stopped and I started to walk over to where there's Purell. Or I know they have it.
jeez.
He goes, "Hey, what?" I go, "Dude, why'd you do that?"
Yeah.
"I don't want to get sick. I got stuff I got to do." He goes, "You can still have a conversation." I go, "I can have a conversation after I've Purelled my hand." How that was just not thinking inconsiderate. But you know what? It almost was thinking. Because the second I said, "How are you?" he goes, "Back from Mammoth, kids are sick, don't think I have it." That was at the front of his mind as he's shaking my hand. He might as well lick my eyeball.
What?
God. Well, there's no protection up here. I heard a doctor say once that
It is. Don't rub your eyes, man.
if you got bacteria on your hands or something, like you touch, if there was cold, someone had a cold and they put that cold bacteria right here, and you did this and then put it in your mouth, chances of getting that are very slim because your mouth has all kinds of bacteria fighting stuff in it.
Yeah, but your eyes don't.
But your eyes and your nose doesn't. So don't pick your nose after you shake hands with this dude in the supermarket, and for sure don't stick your fingers in your eyeballs because that's not a good thing to do.
Seriously.
Oh man.
That's why some celebrities they'll give people bumps. They won't like.
That's
Right.
like Howie
shake hands.
Mandel.
Howard
He's
Stern,
the-
Howie Mandel, right? They don't want to get that.
They
But
meet
that's
so many
also.
people.
And you know what I have to
OCD.
say? I have to say, yeah, it's not OCD for me.
I don't think so.
And when I'm out and people come up and shake hands, that's fine. I mean, I carry a thing in my car that I can spray. But this was just really super inconsiderate.
Yeah.
It was super inconsiderate or stupid.
Now what if you get sick?
Or stupidly inconsiderate. I can't get sick.
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry too. So we got to cook something.
And tell the people what we're making.
Well, we're making tomato beef chow mein.
Some people might have just tuned
Oh, a
in.
boyhood favorite of mine. Right. You know, it's interesting you say that. You know, when you hear people doing interviews on the radio, like every couple of minutes ago, so we're sitting here talking with
Yeah.
Toby Smith.
Yeah.
Toby's got a new book out called Why I Won't Shake Hands with People in the Supermarket. Whatever. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
I will shake hands with the people at We Olive, sponsor of this show. If you're looking for good olive oil, let me rephrase that. If you're looking for only California certified extra virgin olive oils, that's the place to go. You won't get any fake stuff in there. You won't get any of the mixes. There's no hybrids of olive oils there. Extra virgin from California, and they're certified. And that's what you want. They've got stores all over the place. You can go online to weolive.com.
Right
and
there.
if you go online and you click the little shop now button up in the top right, and you put my name, Sam, in the promo code, you'll get 10% off anything you buy. Great people, great product, and it may be the best balsamic vinegar I have ever used in my life.
Amen.
True.
Yes.
It is insanely
That's
good.
what I've been using for my cranberry reduction.
Okay, you're still doing that?
I'm the man.
By the way, I saw a couple cans of cranberries. I know you like the real
I'll take
ones,
'em.
but if you want,
Hey, I'll
'em.
take them.
Any cranberry is a good cranberry.
Weolive.com, promo code SAM, 10% off. Go there now. And also go to their Facebook, please. Facebook.com/weolive. Support the show. Support
Right.
us. We love you guys. Thank
Right.
you.
All right, got to start cooking. I also have to talk about something we're doing next week for shows. What else? Germ shaking hands. I got all that stuff down. Okay, I'm ready to cook. Everybody ready?
Yep, we're good.
Let's go. Okay, so here's the deal. When you walk, and I'm using my wok, I've talked about this before. I think you should get a wok. This thing was 20, 22, 23, 24 bucks. I can't remember.
That's it. Wow.
Yes. Carbon steel, flat bottom.
It's a great deal.
It's a great piece of equipment. But wok cooking sometimes requires that you cook in batches, which sounds complicated and it isn't. You just cook something. Like the things that I have to cook, I've got onion to cook, I've got some tomato, and I've got some beef. And they will cook at slightly different times, all quick, but I can't get them all where I want them the right way if I throw everything into the pan at the same time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start the thing right now that takes really the longest. I'm gonna put it in by itself, and that's just some straight yellow onion right here.
You know, it's interesting how crucial and critical timing can be with cooking.
Yeah, I know. People
So
freak out about
important.
timing.
No, I mean, for certain, obviously not for everything, but for certain things, at least maybe just for me, who has a little bit of OCD about order and keeping things like.
Yeah, you know
line
what?
like
Here's
that.
the.
I like to pull everything out. Like when we did the biscuits and gravy last night, I like to pull
Right.
the biscuits out of the oven right as the gravy's being finished. I don't want to have
No, I understand, but I'll tell you this. Here's an expression that I adopted years ago, and it's this. It always works out. It does. You very easily could have had the gravy completely made. And I'm still learning this, and Mom gets mad at me all the time because I have that saying, you got that from me.
Yeah.
I want everything to come out at the same time.
Uh-huh.
And when I do, and it's out, and we have people over, that's when I want them to eat. And Mom is like, they're going to get to it. Don't worry. They're all just talking right now, and it's fine. And that drives me crazy that I've made hot food, and they're not going to sit down and enjoy it right now. So just nothing but onion in here right now, right? It's not going to take too much because I don't want them super soft, but I want them nice. So we're going to go, let's see what 2 tomatoes look like. I'm going to cut the tomatoes in half. I can just take out this little piece in the middle. What do you call that? The stem?
Yeah. Are you gonna pull out the liquid part?
Nope. And I'm just going to do these. I'm going to let the liquid benefit a little bit.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to cut in wedges.
Nice. Very nice.
Good?
Yep.
So
Great.
we'll do 2. This should be enough. Cut that one a little.
Hey, for those that were wondering, the mother is home.
Yeah, how are you, baby?
Say hello, Mom.
Oh, she can't hear you. Okay, so we've got the tomato here. We've got these little ends that I don't want. There. See, it's starting to get a little color, right? Down here. We're doing fine.
Beautiful. You want to say
In a
hello to your
second,
friends?
let's get really hot. What friends?
Cal, say hello to your friends. Jeez.
Cal or Cal? Oh,
Kelly
me.
Zion. Oh
Hi,
my
everybody.
goodness.
Oh, God.
I made it. I worked hard today, but I'm here.
Jeez.
The nick of time.
Welcome home. We missed you.
I'm happy to be here.
So here's the drill for the noodles. I'm using these cup of noodles. We've done this before.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Very
Brilliant.
easy, right? So you open them up. I fill them with water. I don't know if I need 2. Do I need 2? How many do I need?
2.
I'll do 2.
Yeah, I have a question. Has ramen been around forever? Like, was ramen around when you were a kid?
Yes. Cup of soup?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cup
But,
noodles? Absolutely.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Which isn't actually forever, but
Pretty close.
I'm not that old.
Well,
But I am 4 years younger than that guy,
From Missouri.
that congressman. That surprised me.
He looks like he's 75.
That made me feel very good about myself.
Yeah.
actually.
Instant noodles were invented in 1958.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Nice, Lynn.
Year before I was born. I give those 2 minutes. Okay. So these are now great. Now I want to throw the tomatoes in.
The guy's name who invented it is named Momofuku.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a Taiwanese-Japanese businessman who founded Nissan.
Okay. See this? That's beautiful. We're going to really be happy with that in a second. The other thing that we have to do is this. And what prompted me to do this today was that the last time I bought a whole tenderloin and I trimmed it, you end up with some pieces that are sort of random cuts off the sides and stuff. And that's what these are. So I decided. I put them in a bag and I freeze them. And now I'm just going to cut them into little pieces, little bite-sized pieces, about the same size each. You want everything to be the same cooking size, right?
It's a good tip.
So we'll just cut these guys.
Remember the time that I got all those Brussels sprouts?
Oh my God.
And I got all different sizes?
Okay, so this is good. So this is going to have to go in by itself. And this little bit of fat that is still left on this piece is going to be fine.
Hey, Wendy on the Ustream chat is asking if she can use any type of instant noodle.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm
So the
assuming.
beautiful part of this for me is that we're going to pour off the liquid that's in there. And what that means is, I think, what that means is that the sodium we're going to be pouring off most of the sodium. It's that simple.
Question: did you use like super hot water from your tap? Is that what it was, or did you just use regular water?
No, I just use regular water.
You microwaved it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's in the microwave now. Okay, so the sauce that we're going to use is garlic black bean sauce. That brand I really like. They make all kinds of different sauces.
Huge company.
This is the one that I favor the most, black bean, garlic. So let's see, the tomatoes, soft. They could take another second or two. We haven't really seasoned with anything yet because there's a lot of flavor that's going to be coming out of these, out of the black bean right here.
Hey, Larry in Arizona wants somebody to admit to eating ramen noodle packages uncooked as a snack. Of course, come on, man. Nobody needs to admit that. We all do it.
We've all done
I've
that.
never
Not
done
this
that.
kind, but the
No.
ones that the square loaf.
Yes,
kind.
of course.
You just crumble
Absolutely.
it in your hands.
Yeah. Oh, it's the best.
Really?
It's
In
crunchy.
moments, in a drunken moment, absolutely.
Oh, and you know what? You know what? I remember we used to do when we were in elementary school. Like after school, when we'd want a snack, you open the package up, and then you actually open the seasoning up and sprinkle that in with it. Then close it up and shake it.
No, that's weird.
Oh no, you guys did that
Come
all the
on,
time.
why is that
is
weird?
the worst thing in the world.
Oh wait,
for
you don't eat it with the seasoning? Of course you do.
Wow, why would that be weird, Dad?
That's what it tastes good.
I don't know. That part to me,
No,
that all
was
that dry
the worst
seasoning.
thing in the world for you.
That to
Zach
me, I
used
don't
to
like
lick
that.
his fingers and then lick.
Yeah,
his
I
stuff.
remember that.
Dry, uncooked instant
I don't
noodle
like that
isn't
at
the
all.
best
Okay,
for
the
you.
pan's getting hot
Right.
again. That's the thing, right? When the beef goes in, I want the pan to be super hot. So that's what's happening now. It's going to sit here, back on the heat. I lost the heat when I took out the tomato and the onion. So I'm going to let this start to smoke again. When it starts to smoke, we'll give it a little bit of oil, then the beef is going to go in.
So Diane wants to know that if you're going to be using that square block of ramen, do you just boil the noodles or add the seasoning packet too?
No, I would just boil the noodles.
Yeah, you don't. The seasoning
Yeah,
packet you don't
need
need.
it. Just throw the seasoning packet.
Uh-huh.
That's completely unnecessary. I need a little green onion from here, as you know that I would, for the top of this thing.
I like that you're repping Boulder.
Yes, thank you. Well, I have a child there. I have to. So here's the deal. Next week, I can't be here. I will be in Las Vegas for CES doing stuff with... Oh, wait. Okay, so here we go. So fan goes on. I apologize for that. Now that it's starting to smoke, now the oil will go in. Let that get super hot. Then we'll just throw this beef in. So glad
So glad what?
our house cleaner was here today. God. I'm not really, because now I'm making a mess on top of everything. All right,
At
So
least
this
it's a
is-
good smelling mess.
this is doing its thing. So you can see how fast it's starting to cook, right?
Yeah.
And I want to do this. I want to take some of the black bean and make a little sauce with it. So look, it's already, see how thick that is?
Yeah,
Right?
wow.
But I don't want to just put it in like that. So I'm going to add a little water. Mix it with the water.
Lucky looks like he's actually watching the show. He's so weird now.
He's watching me work. He's watching his dad work. Okay. Beef.
This is gonna be good, man.
Yeah, it is.
I can already tell.
I'm starting to get that steak smell back here. Oof.
Watch. Dump the water out.
Along with the sodium.
Goodbye, sodium.
Hey, you know I do this at work, right, Sam?
For me,
I do this at work.
you make these noodles.
Yeah, you drain the noodles, and then like if you bring like a tub of like microwavable sauce, you can have like your noodles with the sauce at work.
This is. If you could smell how good this, because this was filet. It was just little bits of leftover. Good. Okay. Noodles. In. Noodles in. A little bit too much noodles here. Nice. The tomato, the
Wow,
onion.
Smells so good.
I can kill this fan now. Everything starts to get hot together. Then we throw a little sauce in.
Smells so good.
Isn't it good? Let the whole thing heat. 1 second. I'll cut a little green onion and then we're there. Sound like a plan, ladies and gentlemen?
Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
And it was so easy.
Right, this did not take very long.
That's what
for
we
sure.
do, Shannon. That's what we do.
So here's the deal. Next week, we're going to try something different because we can't be here. Well, I can't be here. So in the interest of trying to see how things work and what people like, and we're going to try something that's going to be a little bit different. You're going to be able to watch the show. Oh my God, this is going to be so good. I can't wait. I can't wait. I don't even know what I want to put it on. I'll put it on this.
Ooh, that sound.
Right?
And hey, for anybody wondering, Lynn just posted an old recipe of ours from the website. It's the black bean salmon. It's right there on the samlivecast.com and facebook.com/samthecooking guy. You can go right there
There
and
you
just
go.
click
Oh,
through.
Wait, go back to the shot that you just missed.
Sorry.
Thank you. There you go. And chopsticks.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, that looks beautiful. And it's got
Right.
filet in it. Come on.
Right. So look at this. Could be. Here's the beautiful part of this. This could be anything. This could be. It could be chicken. You could do this with shrimp.
Tofu.
Tofu doesn't have to be. Beef. Oh fuck. I mean, sorry. Well, it's super good. It's super good. Tender beef. Vegetables are great. The tomato. Something really magical happens when you cook a tomato like this. It just breaks down. It gets extra sweet. I just so love it. Right. I'm sorry I'm making slurping noises.
It's all good.
Okay, so here's the deal. So what we're going to do is we're going to shoot 3 cooking segments this weekend that will air next week. I think what will happen is rather than it airing at 6 o'clock, on the Facebook, we'll post the link to them when they're up each day. One will go Monday, one will go Wednesday, one will go Thursday. And you'll be able to watch it. We're going to play with the format a little bit. I think they'll be a little bit shorter. Some of the feedback that we get from people is that they like it, but it's hard to sit down, particularly at 6 o'clock at night, and watch 45 minutes or an hour. Definitely people do that, but by far and away the majority of people watch after the fact, on iTunes, on Roku, on the site itself, that kind of thing. So we're going to try a slightly little different format. It'll be more cooking focused, a little bit less chatter, maybe not even at the table, and we'll see how that is. And then when we all come back here live the week after, we'll talk about it, what do we like, what we didn't like, that kind of thing. This is a process that will change the show as we go. Everything changes. That's how it goes. When I first started thinking about this show, I imagined everything would happen here. I never imagined there'd be any sitting at a table talking. And we did that. And I'm not saying we're not going to do that, but I'm just saying time to test things out and see how other things feel. And this is a perfect opportunity to do it because I can't be here all next week anyways. But we're not going to leave you without live cast. There will be live casts. There'll be great food. It'll still be lots of fun. And then we'll talk and you'll let us know how you feel about the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody good?
Oh, I'm sure they'll let us know.
They'll let us know.
Don't forget to go to fixturesliving.com. They are the best in everything. Go ahead, Father.
Fixtures Living on the Facebook. Fixtures Living on the internets. Fixturesliving.com. Kitchen, bath, outdoor. All kinds of things they do. Not the least of which is sell everything that I have here. You could go to Fixtures and get. Don't worry about my ice maker right now, and don't worry about my dishwasher. But apart from those things, I'm a very heavy user, as they would say. But Fixtures Living is an amazing place with amazing equipment and even more amazing people. And that's what you want in a store. People that really care, know what they're talking about. And for me, that's Fixtures Living. It should be for you too. All right, go check them out. Say hi. Have a great weekend. Look forward to seeing what you think about what we put up next week. And you got to make this. Get some of these little boxes of noodles. Keep them in the house for last minute little emergencies. Then you want to make something. You could do this with frozen shrimp in about 5 minutes. See ya. I'm super hot. Have a good weekend. Bye.